careful.
Hmm. Okay, go ahead and jump on. Are you hearing me through vent?
Mm-hmm.
What about now? Okay, I still got push to talk going.
Blasted boneheads thought they could sneak right under our bearded noses. Get in there and stomp them flat.
She's not even her pace. Oh, get frozen.
What was that?
How'd I get frozen?
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
I need to target something first. I can't tell if those mangy orcs smell worse, dead or alive.
We're done. We're done.
I know. I'm kidding you.
Okay.
I've received reports of horde activity in this area. See to it that their plans are unsuccessful.
I need to get closer.
I can do this part of flying.
Another plan foiled, another step closer to winning this war.
What's that? There it is. Did you get the herb?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have a cooking on my gloves.
Okay. Wasn't sure. Grimhold does not like the orcs, does he?
Can't hear you.
No, Grimhold does not like the orcs, does he?
Show them that defeat is inevitable.
Where you at?
You in the park?
Yeah, I'm not there.
Oh, I stopped to pick an herb. I thought that's what you did.
No. I don't even see you on the map. There you are. Way up there. I was over here finding the rare.
Oh, it's not good personally.
Back up now. Stay at your zone.
Oh, I didn't take care of my. I didn't take care of my boat.
Oh.
Man, that fire mage is just wrecking it.
It does keep cutting you off, though, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, they knocked me off.
Hmm?
Making sure I did what I was supposed to.
That bonehead is bombarding the civilians of Morales while they're just trying to live their lives. We got a gun. I don't have a target.
Do I answer booster?
Hmm?
Booster percentage score? on paper.
Oh, okay.
Have fun with the
I've never seen an airship blow up like that. They'll have to swim back to Zandalar.
Gotta go turn in.
your dot though. Where are you at? Is that you?
Yes.
Oh.
There. Better?
Well, I try and find you on the map to follow because these things aren't easy to just like follow in a straight line. Turn this one inside, don't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah. I figured that'd give us some good. Alright.
Keep your powder dry.
Got me 2 new pieces of gear.
Nice. I do not know what I have. The wand says it's better. I didn't look yet though.
Now,
I'm not gonna wait until the end of the night before I get all crazy pants and stuff.
well, one is like a 69 upgrade. And the other one's a 35.
Sounds good.
Yep.
You have so many quests. Holy cow.
Mm-hmm. So we want to do these two then?
Yeah. I mean, I guess unless. Wait, how did they get the Alabaster Mounts already? You have to buy them?
Yeah, you have to.
Uh-oh. I thought they were our present.
No, we don't get presents. It's an in-game shop. I don't even know how much it is.
Mm.
25 bucks.
25?
Yeah, 25.
This one for you. mean, I think it'd probably be better since we're already on these two to go ahead and like try and clean up some quests.
Okay.
I figure we could ask Knock what he's up to.
So,
I don't even know where to start.
yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out.
Well, we have one left in Tiragod Sound, which is actually to slay that one backstabber guy.
Tierguard Sound. I don't have one in Tierguard Sound.
Oh, I can't check. It's been the turtle that's back in by the trades areas.
Oh, I haven't picked that one up. Ooh, it's Battlegrounds event.
Battleground?
Yeah, that's the weekly.
Oh.
Okay, I picked that up.
Picked it up.
The quest.
Did you do Battlegrounds?
No, the quest.
Oh. Sorry, the other quest. Gotcha. Like, holy cow, I'm lost.
No, I'm not.
Alright, so like we have that one.
Okay, let's do
So
that.
we could finish up Tiragod.
Well, technically we're finished Tierguard.
Right.
You don't belong here.
Did you come on in through the top?
Is he in that building?
Pleased to
Yes,
make
he's
your
in this building.
Keep calm and carry on.
Your minion's gone.
I just nothing left. Not that food.
Did you make a table? Oh, sweet. Oh, that's why that was done at the same time.
I've seen things that would scare you shitless.
we have the start of Storm Song Valley.
That's true.
That's a whole zone that we haven't even done yet.
Yeah, where's that at? Misty Plain.
The Missing Fleet.
Where I was just like looking at what these other ones are. There's a bunch of dungeons to do. Herbalist one. That one's in Voldoon. That one. I don't know where that one's at. Oh, that one's way down south. That one's really not this far. That's a dungeon. Maybe Tarandi's dungeon.
I haven't picked that one up.
Yeah, I would say either work on this Wolf's Offensive, which I'm guessing is this to Najatar, or finish out Storm Song.
Well, do you want to do Nashitar or what?
Probably gonna put her Gear Forest, right?
Yeah, it would be basic gear. But honestly, our Hearts of Azeroth aren't even high enough to use all of the stuff.
Well then I guess we better do Storm Song.
Right, because the gear that I have, my first one is, or second one is at level 30. So I can't even unlock that one.
Yeah.
So, I'm, either way, I guess, we just need to...
Yeah, we might as well go off to Storm Song.
Okay, well, we need to take a ferry across the river.
Okay.
We gotta just start the whole thing, pretty much.
It's fine.
I wish you could see the fleet. I think even someone as well traveled as you would be impressed. Our larger ships always carry a tide sage to navigate through storms, withstand heavy seas, put wind in their sails. Now, nobody seems to know why the fleet still hasn't returned home. People say the tide sages have lost their magic, but I think they're just crying for power and fresh fire. One way or another, we need the tide sages' help, now more than ever. Not just to bring the fleet home, but to make Kultiros whole again, or to cure the infection, as Cyrus likes to say. I've always dreamed of adventure. Serve with honor. Someone around here has to know something. You can't just lose a whole fleet.
You there. Who's in charge here?
We can ensure the safe passage of your vessel, for a price. Never seen carrying swift. You are nearly as insufferable as Brother Alan.
So, we'll take that as a no then.
Too soon.
Bare your souls to the tides. Their whispers provide truth. Why don't you pester Alan? You're here to waste your time.
Be that way. He just might.
sages have some of the most complete libraries in the world. I bet we'll find our archivist there.
Do not delay. Lord Stormsong needs these charts at the Shrine of the Storm at once. Follow me. Eyes down.
Outsiders, if
Back to your work.
they're with me.
Bar all visitors. I have guests.
Yes.
This way. No idea of the danger you were in here.
What do you mean, danger?
Oh shoot, this is a
It is
beast.
being held prisoner in an
It's
unnatural
apparently everything's going.
Heretic! Not interfere!
Are you all right? I should have known better than to think Wade above the shadow that has taken House Stormsong. Our people follow a dark path, but there are those among us who have sown the seeds of resistance.
Find Brother Pike.
Still waiting for it to finish.
Give him this
There it is.
pendant. Our
How
work
can I
is
help?
just beginning. He will need your help.
Come back eventually for
While
your
you
help.
still can.
We won't forget it.
The others have surely
I'll
caught
call
on to
Gale
your
Harper.
efforts.
There's a perch on the eastern dock where she can meet us. I'm afraid Volterras won't be much help to the Alliance until the fleet is home again. We'll need to bring House Stormsong back into the fold first. They control the Tide Sages, and the Tide Sages the fleet. Lord Stormsong rules the house and basically the entire valley. It sounds like he's the key to all this, but he hasn't been to Borealis in months. We'll start our search in Brenegan. If nothing else, hopefully we can find those Brother Pikes there. What's going on down there? Gale Hart, take us in. What's the situation? We can do this. I'll try to figure out why the road is closed. See if you can convince the soldiers to clear out.
There's a river bud.
But I need lots of this.
Hmm.
Say good, I need lots of this.
Well, this is the right zone.
I'll go this way, you go that.
Volterras belongs to the sea.
Apparently I should give people gold.
Did that work?
I don't know. But so far I've told you to open this pass at once, twice, and it's not going great.
Oh, that's what I usually tell them to do.
I've had enough of you anyway. Our fleet will crush
Most of the time it works. Well, I don't know about most of the time.
Yeah, I fought every single one so far.
Yeah, so have I.
We have bigger fish to fry.
Don't forget to get the chest down here.
Oh.
I don't even know where I'm at on the service medallions. I was keeping track of them on Ghost.
Of medallions?
Yeah. Ghost has 413.
Are those PvP things?
No, those the attacks and stuff.
This class is the only language into the world. How storm songs like this
Okay. Paper thing. Oh, that's on the quest thing. That's like so hard. Why is Mac typing anyway? Not on Discord.
I
Make our
don't
life
know.
easier. Having two different conversations is making me crazy.
You tell me.
The militia hasn't been on patrol
Together
in
we can
days.
unify Kultiras.
Too busy taking
Stay
our
on.
harvest
Once you get their
for the
attention,
soldiers.
I'll get them out of here.
We demand answers, Pike.
Citizens, disperse at once.
Ah, yeah. You'll surely save us. Stop! I just want my family to be safe again.
What's going on here, brother?
I wish I knew. The death spoke of your coming. Strand is a short ride from here. Come.
And what will we find there, exactly?
One of my brothers. And answers no.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that one.
Some changed and
Oh.
failed to return.
At least not yet.
Do you know where the fleet is?
So,
When I search the
abandon that
water's
one.
surface,
Yeah.
I encounter a dark storm that clouds my vision.
Let's go ahead and do the 4 world quests in this zone. Might as well turn those in right now. We're not turning in, but do them.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't have anything to turn in. I was gonna pick this quest up again. The girl with the dog.
Which one? Oh, this one?
Wagons and whatnot.
Times were simpler once. Every path has a few puddles.
Okay.
know. I'm like, I can't handle two typing conversations at the same time, so someone's gonna give. Plus, try and self-specify major and work on World Quest and whatever. Oh, that's the speaker.
Test, hello.
Hey.
I decided not to wait the $5. I'll just take you guys with me as I go get a drink. Yay, wireless headsets.
Yeah.
They are awesome.
My original WoW headset died like 3 or 4 months ago, so I have the wireless version. But I don't know how many more of these are made. So what does it die?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll try to mute here in a second. Once I'm, pouring drinks and etc.
I'm not on push to talk, so.
I don't use push to talk anymore. For years now, like with Final Fantasy, I've been playing on a controller because you can do that, and it's so much easier.
No.
So I gave up on push to talk. That's why I'm like mouse and keyboard. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be so lost.
Yeah, you'll get it.
Oh, I know I will. But I wasn't expecting the hand cramps. My hands have kind of gone to hell. I just went through like 7 months of physiotherapy for my wrist.
Oh.
And it's still annoying, but they cut me off.
Oh.
Work related.
Oh.
Yada yada. I'll live. I'm just probably gonna have useless hands. I mean, how much I'd play video games and stuff if I didn't get carpal tunnel soon. I'd be surprised. Exactly. Video games.
Sorry,
I'm gonna have to adjust some volumes here. I can barely hear a Mac truck.
Oh, my mic.
Surprising. Well,
His
that's
goes
also
in and out, so be careful.
okay.
Like before you know it, he'll be yelling.
Yeah, well, that's
the right mic. Sorry, I need to get a real headset.
I'll have to also send an invite to Levy if you guys want him around.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
Up to you guys.
Like everybody.
Oh, jeez.
This was the fun part. I was rolling the other night. Mac's like, and then poor Mac like lost his raid invite because he was
Trying to find screenshots.
Dang it.
I wasn't going to do the whole WoW Classic thing. I was going to ignore it because I barely have any free time as it is, because I'm supposed to work a 40-hour week, but yay management, when things aren't running right, well, I gotta get it fixed.
You're right.
So 40 hours is never exactly 40 hours, plus add in an hour of bus travel to get there and back. Well, it's only an hour because of how crappy the bus system is, and I don't have a vehicle, so I still couldn't quite afford a vehicle, so why bother?
Ottawa's bus system is crap? No.
Yeah, I know, eh? Weird.
It's a jewel of a system.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, is it?
No, it's crap.
It's pretty bad. It's really bad. But it does get me to work, and that's important since I can no longer walk to work.
In like 2185, when they finish the subway, is that going to help you out at all?
No, the subway isn't going anywhere near my store unless I get moved, which could happen at some point, but probably not for right now. I got too many problems I'm still dealing with for them to move me to a different store. Although I might try to apply to get the hell out of there, because 90% of my problems would go away if I actually could, have some staff under me to manage like I'm supposed to.
No.
But when they don't give you enough hours in the store to, staff it, what the hell do you do?
True story.
Good fun.
Our bus
Okay.
system's pretty good compared to where we came from. Like, I don't know that I literally knew we had a bus system where I came from for a long time.
Fair enough. Alright, now to tinker some volumes and potentially have my ear holes blown off eventually.
Mine. Wait. Yeah, it is this mic, right?
Yeah, you are quiet tonight. You're not normally this quiet.
Really? Wait, hang on.
I have you maxed out.
I had to turn you up.
Just tonight or other times?
Just tonight. Normally you're down lower.
If I unplug it, you guys are gonna
Oh dear.
hang on.
I was gonna say, last time you unplugged it, it was really loud.
That's true.
So he's gone away to not destroy ears.
Right, yeah, no, it was loud.
Is it any louder now?
It is not.
You're the same.
It is exactly the same.
I've already cranked you up, so I can at least hear you now, roughly.
Input volume is cranked.
I just need to turn down my background music while I'm macro crafting in Final Fantasy at the moment. Because I need to make a ton of money for reasons.
Where is this chest? I apparently missed it. I didn't see it.
Chest is the little barrel.
Test your microphone. Oh, it is super quiet.
The honey pot.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it so quiet?
Gotcha. I gotta find you.
So, need to go and see how much money I have in WoW eventually. I don't think I have much. I don't even remember.
Well, the bank does not give you interest, so fighting for already.
Yeah. I don't know what I had. I popped on for Legion for like a month
Oh, did you?
to try out the Demon Hunter. Tried the Demon Hunter for a little bit, and then, you know, like a whole pile of the people on my Final Fantasy crew went in and joined and played for like 3 weeks, a month, and then everyone just migrated away and flew off into the Nether. And I honestly, it didn't really keep me that invested. But I mean, I didn't have a group there solidly either at the same time.
Yeah, you gotta. It's mostly social.
That's
you know what I
MMOs.
mean?
Yeah.
The only reason I'm still probably playing Final Fantasy is because, well, there's enough of a core group and pretty much booster.
Yeah. Yeah, we raided. We even started heroic in Legion.
Is this worse or
And then-
better?
That's
It's
better.
There's a bit more volume.
And then life just got to the better part of our other, like, we have 6 core raiders, and we're all husband-wife team, so we had 2 tanks, 3 healers, and a DPS with stands and fire. And
Sounds like someone I know.
Hey, that wasn't me.
No, I wasn't referring to you. I'm just remembering all the old days of Mongols dying in fire.
he's been on and off. I don't know that he's accomplished jack, but he's still fun to hear.
Has he replied to any of these? I've been messaging him.
No.
I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen him reply.
You know what? There's
That's
a
okay.
concert going on.
Oh,
Shambhala is
he
going
in
on.
Sham?
Yeah.
Oh, Shambhala, son. He's not gonna.
Yeah,
say anything
I
for
don't
you.
need that much rave music in my life right now anyway.
Right.
Okay. That was the best part. Like, okay, we'll let everybody pick music for the videos. Yeah, not Mongol. You're no.
Yeah, you're banned. You can't pick.
Every time we keep, occasionally he comes up even in the Final Fantasy chat, so now they've heard of the legend of Mongols is wonderful. Dying to everything.
He made a post the other day that he was gonna like start with some friends, I guess, for D&D. I don't know if it's your group or not, but
Oh,
he
no.
was like, I'm trying to decide if I should be a ranger or not. I'm like, Mongols, you're a hunter.
Yeah.
I don't really know what else to tell you, but I don't see you like picking up a healer out of that. But all right.
It is a completely different system, but yeah, I haven't talked to him, period.
He's still fun. I liked him as a guy. He was just completely unreliable.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you can hang with us, but we're not gonna expect you to do anything.
I still remember joining up in the Deathwing raid series after you guys were stuck on the third boss forever. And in blues and greens, we got the Deathwing that night. Those were good times.
Oh yeah.
What? Oh, there's gonna be a Deathwing mount. I'm super excited. Except for you have to go through the Deathwing raid or time walking raid. I'm like, no, that means that I have to get people who still know what to do with that. People don't know what to do with anything anymore.
I'm guessing time locking is like you go and fight it at its intended difficulty.
Yeah,
It scales you down.
Yeah, they scale you
Okay,
down.
yeah. They have something similar in Final Fantasy if you want to do that. And yeah, as you progress, like, even if you're at the right level, just because of how the game's progressed now, you just face roll everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's like low level content, so you forget how to properly do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not like that. It took us 6 hours to do Black Temple.
That's something I wouldn't have the time for anymore. I do appreciate the way they structure things in Final Fantasy in that regard.
Well, so time walking is only every like 3 or 4 weeks, and it's obviously all optional.
Yeah.
You have to like go into it.
So they have some weird
So
only
we
running
just,
so often.
the 6 of us were like, oh, we'll just grab a couple extra people and we'll go do time walking Black Temple.
Yeah, why not? That sounds like fun. Like, don't get me
What
wrong.
are we doing? And we thought we would be able to like plow through the first couple, and after we got our ass handed to us, we're like, okay, well that was fun. Let's regroup. Anybody remember this anymore?
Yeah, I'd say for the main game they've reduced the time on most things.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I mean, we were. What were we just the other day? Level wise.
These two?
You mean those alts?
Yeah. 112? Something like that?
Yeah, 112.
Yeah, now you're
That's
maximum.
something I haven't experienced in a while either. Alts.
You don't have a secondary character on Final Fantasy?
Well, technically I have 8, but they do things differently. You can build every class on your same character.
Okay.
So you don't need to make a new character specifically for it. You just have all your inventory, all your whatever. It just you equip your weapon and equip your gear, and bam, you're that class.
I'm
Changes
going
over
in.
your hotbars.
Sorry.
We're going in where?
The raid.
Oh, good.
For the first boss, and then I'm gonna bail.
Don't blame you.
Don't tell anyone.
Okay.
You never responded to any of my messages there, Mac, after you contacted me that one day out of the blue.
When we were gonna go to Pokemon?
Yeah, that I like kept trying to message you on everything I had for like 2 weeks, and it's just like dead silence. Like, yep, that's Mac Truck.
Disappeared.
Are you clicking
Yeah,
on these
sorry.
things too?
And he's off into the miasma
Are you clicking
again.
on those things too?
We still need to do that.
Some of them I can't pick up after you do.
Oh, okay.
You still need to come up at least to
Yeah, I do. Wait, what is going on?
go kidnap some people and drag them to Denny's, kicking and screaming.
Yep.
Mortgage the car.
Yeah, I didn't realize you weren't using Facebook.
Oh, yeah, I don't know why apparently it still even exists, because I haven't used it in years.
Right.
Because it doesn't get rid of itself.
They don't get rid of it.
Yeah. But I guess it still has shown me as semi-online or something. I don't know. I stopped using that quite a while ago. Yeah, I don't know. I never really had wanted to use it in the first place, and then the main reason I was using it no longer mattered, so I was like, okay, no need for this anymore. I'm not a social media person.
Well,
I
happy
like
late
Discord
birthdays.
and text, like,
I like
I'm very
seeing my
social.
friends' pictures.
Very social, I just don't like the whole social media platforms.
I have all of them.
Get your keepsake.
I mean, obviously social, considering I still play MMOs despite barely having the time for it. Went to Vegas last November for the whole Final Fantasy Fan Fest thing with some of the guild and that.
Oh wow.
That ought to be a trip.
Yeah,
you
it was
really?
expensive as hell. Yeah, I just still kind of, well, no, I've financially recovered from it. Now it's just other issues, but it was expensive, but it was a hell of a good time.
When did you do Vegas?
It was last November.
That's awesome.
Because every 2 years, when Final Fantasy is going to put out a new expansion, beforehand they do like these 3 Fan Fest media tours.
Right.
And they'll have one in Vegas, one somewhere in Paris, and then one in Japan, and they'll like tease new stuff that's coming out and like show off cinematics, have panels with all the stuff, have concerts because there's that much music. And so it's like a big 2-3 day affair kind of deal, and so went down and
Someday we're
met
gonna
up
make
with
it to
about 6 or
BlizzCon.
7 of them.
That'd be cool.
It's in Anaheim. Hop over to Disneyland. Sounds like fun. I do that.
It was quite the experience doing something like that.
Yeah, I think it would be super fun. There's no way I could make a costume to like compete at this point because I don't know how to sew and I don't have a 3D printer. But
Yeah.
it would be fun to go.
Yeah, I'd like to try to figure out a costume, but like I still don't really. That would be a lot of work. I'm thinking of maybe one of the crafting class kind of costumes because they're at least a little more normal. It's just the whole sewing business. I'm really not that good at it. I can do a basic stitch if I really need to mend something, but that's about it. I don't think that's gonna cut it.
No. I'm pretty good with felt and glue, but that doesn't work for people, only stuffed animal costumes.
Shit.
I actually did this raid, or this wing of it.
Oh, did you?
Why am I dressed up like a horde?
Oh, because you're gonna fight Jaina.
Yeah, I'm fighting Mechatork now, which doesn't make a lot of sense.
It makes more sense if you start from the beginning. Why we didn't start from the beginning either, and I was like, wait, I'm a horde, and Ghost is
Yeah.
like, but I need to know why.
Yep.
Like, you just have to
Me
kill-
too. The story matters.
The story matters. And now I don't remember what the story was. Shoot.
Oh crap! Get rid of the glowing thing.
Don't stand and stuff.
I should do
Yeah.
my main. Oh, do I have time? I don't
Yeah.
know if I have time to do this tonight.
You're Greg, Mechagon. Remember I said you'd love Mechagon?
Yeah, but you never explained what a mechagon is.
It's
'cause
a.
you can say a word, it's made up, and I won't know what it is.
It's a zone, and what am I
It's the
supposed to do?
city of
The
a
mecha
gnome
gnomes.
inventor
Yeah,
Okay.
to make
it's like a.
people or gnomes like part machines so that they
Okay.
use their humanity, but then he was going to turn them all into actual robots, and then his son
Yes.
was
Yeah.
like, no, that's wrong, and then so now there's a rebel force.
Okay. I do miss the gnomish hijinks.
Yes,
They're
I mean,
all over there.
Of
it's a whole
course,
gnome island.
Of course, I'm as close as I can be in Final Fantasy to a gnome, though it's not really the same spirit. I'm the tiny little race, etc. I have a big ass pompadour, as my little image on Discord can show, that has just ridiculous proportions and jiggle physics to the pompadour. It's wonderful.
I'm in combat, apparently. I'll walk.
But they're not really gnomish spirit. Like, they're not the inventors or, kind of carefree. They're more little tiny money grubbing devils, and it's also kind of interestingly fun.
You got Ferengi?
They're greedy sons of bitches.
Yeah, it does sound like you got a Ferengi.
Ow, I'm stuck in that thing.
How am I still in combat?
This whole area is almost combat heavy. Just come up.
Still
the stairs.
have 35 gigs to download.
For what?
I'm installing normal to see if I have enough money to do anything with it.
Oh, the live. Oh yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
to
know
see if you
what
can. Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't even know what you can use your money for. If they still do the like, you can use your money to get
Yep, sure can.
currency-ish stuff.
Yeah, you can get game time and stuff like that too.
Can you buy expansions with it?
No.
Oh.
But if you have, actually, you will have all the expansions leading up to the last one that you had. So if you have Legion, then you'll have all the ones.
You have all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Except for the whole new.
Yeah, since BFA, you only have to buy BFA, even if you started from today.
I think they did that with a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
I remember them doing that a while back because there's so many.
It makes me feel like fantastic for the amount of money I've invested, but I just don't think about it.
Oh yeah, well, when you get it at the time, you don't want to know how much money I just spent on the expansion for. Oh, why did I do that?
I just bailed on that.
I got a sweet statue and lots of other cool stuff out of the collector's edition, but.
Oh yeah. I think the only one that we don't have a collector's edition of is Burning Crusade.
Oh yeah.
There's a couple that I don't specifically have, but Ghost does. We have at least one copy in there.
I never got a collector's edition for the prior expansion to this one, but the one before that I did. I couldn't get a collector's edition
on this one. We bought the. Oh, you do? Oh, okay, Ghost did, but I didn't.
I heard BFA has had some mixed reviews.
Yeah, 8.0 was. Sorry, go ahead.
We saw a large influx of players coming into Final Fantasy.
Legion was super well done. BFA is a little bit slower, but the story is really good.
Yeah.
The only one that like seriously sucked was Warlords.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The story, I know, has been the latest expansion for Final Fantasy. That story was phenomenal. Someone was cutting onions while I was watching parts of it, but.
Oh yeah.
I still get chills. The one between Sylvanas and Anduin. That one's so good.
Oh yeah.
It's a different storytelling experience from what I remember of WoW compared to what they do in Final Fantasy.
Oh well, yeah.
But
Ghost and K,
I enjoyed some good stuff out of WoW. Wrath was still phenomenal.
Well, yeah, that was like the.
That was like the first time they did story, so it blew everyone away with how they made it more cinematic. Oh, I kind of fell off the train in Kata. I don't know why.
Yeah, we all.
Then I ran out of time. I took a break, and then when I came back, things just weren't the same, unfortunately. The last time I came back in Kata or whatever, like half the guild had moved, or like half of the raiding people were from some other state, like Arizona or something. And I just remember I went into a raid, and everyone was really not the same spirit as I remember a raiding in, and that was when I quit for good after that one. I don't remember if you guys were in that raid or not, but that was so long ago now. It's so long.
Deo and Twix put guilds to raid, and then after that we lost a lot of people too, and we really didn't have very much.
Yeah, we weren't ever big. And then when I don't even remember why I ended up taking breaks. I got busy with something at the time. Something real life that took me away, I think, if I remember correctly. And that was how friggin' long ago was that now? Like,
6 or 7 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, maybe even. I'd say it's more. That'd be like 2010.
Yeah, it's getting up there.
Oh no, well, Kata, maybe 2011. I think is when it finished.
I can look that up. Google.
Yep.
Yeah, now there's some really fun stuff. It makes me wish I didn't miss Legion. That's for sure.
Legion was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the Demon Hunter, because I still only have a level 100.
I made one.
Yeah.
She just sits there.
I had to make one. I mean, given all the stupid Demon Hunter stuff that I had read up on and stuff, I was like, okay, I have to make Flonzo a Demon Hunter and try it.
Right.
And it was fun.
So Kata was December 2010 when it came out.
Oh yeah.
That's why
So, it was still a while.
It was December 2010.
Yes, when it came out.
I think the thing that killed me off Legion eventually, and like more than anyone else stopping as well, was
I don't want to do that.
it was the grind. The rep grind in order to unlock more of the story or whatever it was. Like it's like, well, now just spend your life grinding rep until we'll give you your next tidbit of fun.
Yeah, and now it's kind of just a level, and then you go to the next storyline.
Yeah, I'd be like,
that's better.
Next one's at 116. Next one unlocks at 118. That's not so bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you're not looking forward to grind, maybe Classic may not.
Well, it's not necessarily
Remember
that.
the Classic
The
grind?
way that they did it.
Oh, yeah.
And also, like, again, people are a large reason. Like, if we have at least part of the group, and I know part of my Final Fantasy crew also wants to play Classic, and all made characters on the same server, and yada yada yada. So they want to play as well. So, like, the only reason I'm playing Classic is because one of them bought me 90 days of game time.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Like, I wasn't going to, but then it's like, here's the email. It's like, oh, god damn it, why'd you do this to me?
So what do you need for the? What do you need the money on live for? To see
I was
if you
gonna
can push
see
it
if
even
I
longer.
could buy BFA with live.
Oh.
If
No.
that is a thing.
Can you do that?
No, I don't think so.
I know you can buy game time. I don't know about the expansions. Maybe.
Something I saw online said that maybe you can buy stuff.
Worth a try.
You can convert it to some kind of currency. I don't know. I'm gonna see. And if I can, great. If I can't, oh well. It was just worth a look. Ooh, these are selling nice today.
I'm thinking that aside from now that you guys are all going to be here, which will be kind of fun for Classic, the only other reason I want to be on Classic is to watch the people that started like in Legion or Sun.
Yes.
This was supposed to be great. Why am I still walking? Gaze to that, buddy.
Yeah.
Yep, you ain't riding nothing until level 40.
Yeah. There's a pretty large subculture of players who never played Classic, but love to say how great it was. But there's also the subculture who like wants everything instantly and isn't willing to work for anything. So they're not gonna like Classic.
This is gonna be like the best entertainment on the internet. This is gonna be.
It will be pretty
Liz
fun.
should fix this.
They did. Go
Yes.
live.
Yeah, they did over 15 years.
Flonzo had to buy me my 60 mount because I didn't earn enough money. It was taking me forever, and he got tired of waiting for my sorry ass. He's like, I bought you a cat. I'm like, oh, that's sweet.
I think I remember, yeah.
I think you bought her Tabor too.
Who did?
Yeah.
Flonzo did.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Flonzo
think
did.
so.
I remember
We're gonna
Jan,
have to save up enough for a guild. Oh, yeah, Jan bought like motorcycles for me and Bib.
Jan lent me money to buy my first mount. Or maybe it was like my flying. I can't remember one of them. I never paid him back.
And Jan's like, hey, you gotta have a motorcycle. And
Yeah.
off we went. I miss that guy.
Yeah. Apparently he went to Algonquin College for motive power. I saw that on his Facebook.
Huh.
I didn't know he became a mechanic.
Well, good. At least he's out of the horrible grind. I know he went to Toronto for a bit to be he got a manager job in Toronto.
Yep.
And then he came back like, said like, yeah, it's not worth it. I don't want to do this anymore. It wasn't worth the stress. And honestly, I understand that feeling. Because now I'm doing, Except I've made it more than the 3 months, although they owe me a bunch of money because I screwed up my pay cycle.
Shut!
Oh, damn it, Booster.
What was that? Oh.
Okay, I gotta turn that volume down.
I'm not sorry.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
Down
get used
or
to that.
off?
1% or bust.
Hey Jeff.
I made a tuna proud boar. His name is Enchiladas.
Did you really?
Because
Are you online right now?
Enchiladas.
It's a level 12 dark iron dwarf.
Oh yeah, they have those things.
Yeah, I'm a dark iron now.
Oh, there's so many.
You have the you have the BFA thing, don't you? Booster?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so I'm the only one who doesn't.
I grinded the shit out of that.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna unlock this and then stop playing.
Alright, so now I need to bribe one of my Final Fantasy people to buy me BFA.
Hey, we got the chest. Take that, horde scum.
Wait, who invited me? What is this?
Ghosted.
Oh, Tommy. Is that you?
It's Ghost, yes.
Are you? G invited him?
Mm-hmm.
This is where we sit right now, but the knights still exist. So.
That's true. Actually, I invited Brian, and I wasn't sure if you wanted me to go back to Knights and bring him in there, or if it mattered.
It don't matter.
Fine.
I might have to rebuild the Knights on Classic, which is gonna be... I remember how hard we scraped me and that other guy. Don't remember what guy he was, and I remember he was a dink in the end, and then screwed off and gave me the Knights, but... That other guy who was co-leaders with me way back in the day, we were like, oh man, we got like a gold!
Yeah.
Yeah, we're rich!
At least now I think you'll have enough people that you don't have to pay for guild signatures.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. You'll actually get real guild signatures.
You could just, you know, hang around the auction house and like irritate people for the hell of it, though.
Sign this, sign this.
True. Be like, you go up to him and be like, hey mate, 5 pesos, you joined the guild, you joined it bad.
Alright, I've got 60 more food up on the auction house. That might last a day.
Oh god, this camera's so fast, I'm not used to it.
I know, I'm still dreading touching the keyboard again.
Gotta get it back.
How do I controller WoW?
I have to. I don't know. I've done this for so long that my fingers automatically fit on AW and D.
Yeah.
I
My
mean,
hands just naturally rest in this position.
Yeah.
I still do that too. Like, it's not like I don't play anything on a keyboard. It's just like with Final Fantasy, I've gotten so used to the whole thing. It would be difficult for Final Fantasy for me to switch over now, just because of like all my keybinds. I'm just, this is how I do it. You know, I've got everything bound to the controller, and it lets me have 36 action buttons at the tip of my fingers with it. So it's really
I do not
useful.
need that many buttons.
Yeah, I don't need it either, but they've set it up really well.
I already have too many spells as an age to put on my one action bar, so I really don't function very well. But I only have 3 attack spells as a druid, so there's that. That'll be the fun part, is trying to remember how to heal 15 years
I don't know
ago.
what I want to play. Like, I mean, I've reserved on the Herod server. Are we all on Herod?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
kind of fun.
Yeah, I hoped so, but I don't know. Just checking. I reserved Flonzo, I reserved Folan, and I tried to get Niblet, but some bastard beat me to it.
I actually got to
had to
spell
add a
Kiara
T.
properly. She's not spelled properly from here. When I pulled her over from Maelstrom, I couldn't get the same name.
Oh, that's what happened.
I had to
Yeah.
add a T to the end of Niblet, so now he's got 2 T's.
That's okay.
I was tempted to just add a Z to the end or something like that. I still might, I mean, name, it's easy enough.
Right, you're gonna get all your slots open up as soon as the game goes live.
This download is
Yeah.
optimal. My subscription ends on Sunday, November 10th.
Yeah, we're on the same boat.
Yeah. That's okay. Still gotta see how that... if I can buy game currency to make the thing do the thing.
Yeah, I gotta check the currency for that
Oh
thing.
shit, I shouldn't have hit play. I hit play, but I'm still logged into Final Fantasy.
Your PC's gonna explode.
What's the worst that could happen?
This thing runs like a... What the...
You're not supposed to say that phrase out loud there, Matt.
What the worst that could happen?
Right.
Oh. I gotta turn the volumes
Monkey
down.
for that too. We go ahead and like,
Your
get ready to
graphics
raid.
card driver is out of date. What?
Yeah, it did that for me too. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever you say there, buddy. I'll just pet you and agree with you.
Right.
Monkey would say that when we get to start a raid. He's like, "What's the worst that could happen? Like, let's not ask that question."
It's not, yeah. So
We've had
many
some
things.
really rough nights. Like really, like the 6 of us have had to like ditch our own raid.
Ew.
We're like, okay, that was fun. So, what else are we gonna do tonight?
Let's see here. I gotta figure out how to turn this down. This is so loud.
Yeah, just go to options and then give it enchilada.
Is Aki gonna come?
He said he was.
He's been talking about it. I told him Herod server and get on it. So.
He messaged me and said, "So stoked for Classic."
Oh yeah, he's been talking about it beforehand, trying it for like a month or whatever.
He's been, yeah, he was the one that originally got me the idea of doing it too.
He was talking about it before any of that. Oh gosh.
Which is funny because when I first talked to him about it, he's like, "No, I can't get sucked back in." And then at some point he got sucked in, and now it's over.
That's just, so even, I mean, we've not ever stopped playing, and we did Warlords, got to max level, stick around our garrison, but that's about the time that I had started my masters, and it was like, forget this crap. Like, I don't have time, and this expansion sucks.
I can't
So we
move.
dropped it.
I can't do anything because I logged in to the streaming version, so I'm gonna just log out. But I have 32k on one of my tunes. That might buy me a nickel. I have no idea what the prices are.
This is new.
What's new?
Mount equipment? What is this?
Oh yeah, yeah. Your mount can have equipment now.
So if you have the water.
Do I throw my mount at someone?
No. So now instead of having to just have the water strider for the water walking, you can purchase it and you can have mounts that will non-daze and stuff like that.
Where's my turtle?
As a point of reference, though, if you jump off of something onto the water, it's now a solid surf.
Yes. So be warned.
I'm gonna die a lot.
It will happen because I've done that a few times.
We're like, hey, water walking. Oh, look, concrete.
Oh, we need to recover souls. We're killing all these things and we
guess
haven't
you
recovered
can.
Oh,
souls.
we're not supposed to kill them?
No, we're supposed to kill them. We're just supposed to ring their bell.
Oh.
Still have my credit card.
Hunter.
So apparently you can trade in your gold for BattleNet balance.
Okay.
Which would mean that I could potentially buy BFA with in-game gold.
That's interesting.
If I can do that, then maybe I will get BFA if I can earn enough money.
So, depending on
I'm just
what
gonna have to get on
you
Niblet
have.
and start dance spamming. Just jump into the middle of groups of people. Everybody wants to nibble in the Niblet.
Herbs sell really good on Auction House.
Yeah, for sure.
Leather sells really good on Auction House.
Nope.
Yeah, except I've got all old stuff.
No, that stuff
that
sells
stuff
even
sells.
better.
I'm not surprised. It's the same way that you can sell some of the old stuff in Final Fantasy pretty well. Not all of it, but some.
Yeah, I cleaned out. My bank got full in BFA, so I just took all of them and like got rid of all the old stuff. And I made some pretty decent money.
Cool.
I would like to buy a Brontosaurus, but I think 5 million is slightly excessive.
That's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
That's a lot of The problem is if you figure out how much the $15 equates to in-game gold,
Right.
and then apply that to your Brontosaurus, it's a very expensive mount in real-world money.
Yeah. Plus, after all these years, and I don't have to buy a whole lot really, but
Right.
I still don't even have 1.5 million. I have 1.4. and that's just on Kato. But I'm not gonna wipe everybody's money out for a ridiculous brontosaurus.
Yeah.
Fair.
It's cool.
Yeah,
It's not that cool.
I only have a total with all my characters of 1.3.
The yak was worth. Well, how much was the yak? Like 500,000. That was worth it. Because now I can take care of it.
Caden bought the yak on his account, and because his account is my account, I managed to get it too.
That works.
Check. I don't remember.
The other way works too. So like when we get achievements to flying, like he's only got 120, but all of his characters can now fly in VFA.
Did we bring Zell in here? It's pretty chill, and he's joining us, right?
So.
It depends. Do you want to use this for? Do you want me to add in any people from the Final Fantasy who are going to be joining us, or do you want me to make one for the communal?
Oh no, you can
Because this
use
is your
this one
guys'
too.
server, so.
Well, it's just my stream server. It's nothing special.
Gotcha. I don't know. I just.
We still own the vent.
That's
Yeah, vent.
I'm okay with this. Thanks.
Hold on, let me go install vent.
Yeah, I gotta get it right back to the old classic days, eh? Let's.
What year is it?
So I'm gonna have to start drinking again when I heal. Except I'm not supposed to drink anymore. No, but I just remember when I played healer, I remember drinking because it helped my nerves, so I didn't screw up.
See, and that's why Ghost does not heal.
Although my medicine now that I take is probably bad to. I'm not supposed to drink with it. So.
Well, this is the same reason we don't like pay tank or have a melee person.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to pretty much go with Hunter. Plus, I remember Hunters, everything is Hunter loot, so I mean, why not, right? It's classic, right? Everything is Hunter loot. Every stat.
I has your loot.
Why is he wearing leather?
I have to go in all those memes. I have to go hard meme. Be worth it.
I told Munchkin he should make a character so that he could get a chance, because he was not old enough until Legion, or PC, to play. And then at that point he was just killing rabbits, so he doesn't even really remember BC. We're like, you could see what it was like before you could do anything.
Before you were even born.
See what we did for years before we had you.
Yeah, I still remember that night when Jeff was like, "Yeah, Kay's having her baby." I'm like, "Holy crap! I can barely tie my shoes."
I was thinking the same thing.
I still think the same thing. I have a 2.5-year-old sleeping in the next room over.
Chest. Oh yeah, it's underground.
She's adorable though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm partial to mine, but I mean, she's also adorable.
We took her to the. Actually, we were in Ottawa, Greg. But.
Of course you were.
Yeah.
Why aren't we at Daddy's?
We took her to the Museum of History.
Today was a bad day at work.
In Gatineau, and there's like a whole kids museum in it. It was awesome. She loved it.
Brave, you went to Gatineau.
Yeah.
Well, that one's not far.
So backwards, that's scary.
We pretty much made it. I don't remember how far that one is, but anyway.
Gatineau?
Yeah, I don't think that museum's too far over. I don't remember.
No, it's just on the other side of the river.
Yeah, like we practically ended up walking there that one day when we were lost.
Yep, and then we saw backwards signs, we're like, oh no. And then we saw Napoleon, we're like, oh no!
How do you walk across the river accidentally?
It was one day when we were, like, back when Pokemon Go was still a thing. We went downtown and we ended up, like, I don't know how many kilometers we ended up walking that day, but it was a lot. And we ended up crossing the bridge and like, oh crap, we left.
Ontario. You
What
went
wrong?
to Quebec and didn't notice.
There's a giant Campbell's soup can. What's happening?
Giant pigeons around it, what is this?
Which is an actual art piece in front of some building, apparently.
We have a giant tomato soup can in front of our Center for the Arts.
Oh, there you go.
wasn't ready.
Warhol did it? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you just finish downloading already?
Oh,
Yeah, seriously.
I tried to log in, but it wouldn't let me do anything. It was just like,
I was trying to get pictures for Pringle, but I can log into my house computer from my work computer, but I have to do it through a share.
Oh yeah.
So the VPN is just like terrible. I can't even turn around.
I have a
I
VM.
accidentally moved my mouse, and I'm sure that when I logged in today, like Kay's looking at the sky. Sorry.
I have a VM at work that I can log into. The performance is, I mean, it's better than the first computer I played WoW on, but it's not great. I can't really, if it's busy around, I can't, like, it gets kind of clunky. I come home and then I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing when I look at my actual computer.
It was like two years ago, we finally broke down and bought computers meant for gaming, like from a gaming company.
Oh yeah.
This would be worth it. They are worth it for a little bit. Mine is temperament. It's like it knows I'm in IT and it just wants to irritate the hell out of me.
yeah, I just upgraded mine to a new budget build a year or so ago. So it's still low end, but I got a high end, a fairly decent motherboard that I can probably expand on for the next couple years. So
Nice.
I went with a good solid motherboard. It's just like it's pretty low end processor and RAM, and the graphics card was a hand me down 970 4 gigs, so it's still a decent graphics card, if a bit dated now. But the computer runs better than my old piece of garbage I had.
Every time I get rid of requests, like I get 12 more.
Yes.
What's that one?
For the longest time, I stopped working on my computer because I was just using my PS4 for Final Fantasy, so didn't have to bother upgrading.
The best thing was when we got these computers and then all the updates that they did for graphics in the game and like the water.
And suddenly it's like, so that's what this looks like.
Mm-hmm.
It's different when you're not on a toaster.
That was my first computer that we did well on. See, more quests. You don't need more quests. You need finish quests.
Oh, there's, it looks like Arganzeller over in the other one. Ripcell.
Wow, why did he do that to himself?
I don't know.
Why am I not on war mode? What is wrong with me? I need to fix it right now.
There you go, get on war mode.
Can you do
I
war
need to
mode on
actually-
low levels?
You can have it on right from level 1.
No,
Yeah.
I
didn't know
lived
that.
there when I started playing and unlocking dwarf.
I got tired of Maelstrom's crap, so I'm happy. Like, I literally, when I looked for some place for us to go, I said I want an Alliance Heavy normal server. And Proudmoore was the first one that came up. I'm like, good, that'll work.
But I guess
Proudmoore-
with war mode it doesn't matter. So
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter at all. You
There's-
just move back and forth.
There are no more
I can turn it
more
off.
PvP servers. Everything's just a server and you turn
Yeah.
one on and off.
Oh, it's so good though.
Oh yeah, and it's such a good bonus for like experience and rep and everything.
Loot crate. Oh man, there's a payload coming in. Yeah.
Where are you?
I'm in a forest. I mean on Maelstrom when I was playing. It was
Oh, yeah.
like dog pile it up.
I'm in a grinding on boars.
Every continent has a forest.
No.
A tree.
And a tree.
It's got an owl in it, and I think it's a sparrow, some apples.
Oh, that forest.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, now I know.
There's some deer over there.
The deer, yeah.
Right over there. Look over there. You see
Yep. Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
oh, yeah, I gotta look into my modem stuff. Oh, I got so much I gotta do.
Yeah, I gotta do that too, because I got a Switch.
Your modem.
They messed up my numbers when I ordered my net.
Oh,
So they
wait,
got it like what I
guys
wanted
moved?
backwards. So I have it beat down. I'm like, Dude, that's not right. That should be 15 up.
Oh no.
So I have this jank mode and this jank man. I'm like, this is what we're chugging. This is why we can't have nice things when someone's on Steam.
Did you move?
I moved a while ago, but I was like, we're gonna get an upgrade, and I thought I did, and sure enough, I didn't. Got a downgrade.
That was kind of like us. I'm like, okay, we're going to get this good one so I can make sure that I can stream and all this other good stuff. And yeah, it was good for a month, and then somewhere it went away. And then with like just two of us just playing the game, we're just like going nowhere.
Lag central. And then I try to stream sometimes too. That was just impossible. I forget it. No one's really watching me anyway, so no one wants to watch the rest of your.
Yeah, I occasionally stream our screw ups when we're raiding and shenanigans for pretty much for Zammer. That's about the only reason I ever pop open my streams.
It's kind of funny because you had like 14 people last time.
Apparently, I don't. Well, we do have some pretty interesting shenanigans.
Shenanigan is a funny word for fuck ups.
Pretty much.
We had some good raid nights that would have been like absolutely hilarious to have streamed at the time.
Yeah.
And then some where it's like, sorry folks, we're gonna be bailing on our own raid. See you later.
Alright, so now Mac, that this haul is happening,
Mm-hmm.
we gotta find a time for moons.
Absolutely.
We'll have to
Jeff,
figure out
you
a way to get up there sometime. Meet everybody in person. We never made
That
it.
would be cool. Yeah. But I mean, like, you know, the one good thing about like all of that is like this is just like old times. This is nice.
Yeah, this is great.
You know, sure I haven't exactly spoke to you guys in like 6 years or something stupid, but
Wait, what do we work on now?
Well, for those past 6 years, we've wished you happy birthday on a Facebook.
well, thank you.
Yeah, see, I'm not the only one who doesn't reply.
Yeah, but you just fall off the face of the earth for like 5 months at a time.
That's what you do. It's like, hey, I'm in Ottawa. Then we're like, where are you? I'm back in town. You just got what?
Yeah, and you wouldn't be able to stop by my store anymore because I've moved stores since the last time I've seen you.
I'd be wandering around the deli place going, Greg!
Yeah, it wouldn't go very well.
Gerg.
Gerg! Gerg!
Have a shot!
Gerg! Oh, gee.
I still remember all the old times of like when we were working together and it was break time and we're trying to figure out who'd go on break first. We'd rock, paper, scissors for it, and every time I'd say, I'm gonna throw rock, and I would honestly throw rock, and every time he'd throw scissors. Ooh. Jan. I beat him literally every single time by just psyching him out by saying nothing beats rock.
I think you learned this by now, but apparently...
Yeah, he was a special boy. I miss him.
I'm trying to bug him to get back in here.
Do you still talk to him?
Not ever, since my wedding. So, what are we, 2019?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Something like 2019 is the
14th
date.
of August? Yeah, like 5 years.
Yeah, he showed up late, randomly, just walking in.
Yeah, he walked in, handed me like $200 and then fucked off. I'm like, dude!
Thanks.
Okay! Why?
Yeah. Come to my. I'm dang. I should have invited him to mine.
Yeah, I know, eh? You missed out.
So we're gonna do
But why,
moons.
though?
We should totally do a moons at some point, though.
Only wow, gold miners understand.
Jan has gave me so much gold over the years.
He bought everyone motorcycles.
Yeah.
Yep.
I made my own motorcycle.
I think
Then he
Mac made
Bought
mine.
everyone else motorcycles.
I was just talking about that earlier, like how he bought me the motorcycle.
+9 +14
He must have literally did nothing but grind gold like hour after hour.
Well, I think the guy that got us over to Maelstrom from Bronzebeard to begin with probably bought like illegal gold.
He did.
And then got found out and banned because he was
Oh,
there
really?
one day and then he was just gone.
Gone?
And he was an odd duck to begin with, but
Yeah, he was a lawyer that was retired, but he was.
and he's like 32.
It was like he was just about our age.
Sounds weird.
But my understanding is that he was pretty well off anyways because of his dad.
Yeah, his dad or something was something important. Anchorweed.
Where?
Oh, why is this download so slow?
I need 9 more mana pearls. And I can upgrade my stupid...
It says I'm past optimal, but when I tried to log in, that was nowhere near optimal.
No, that thing lies.
Didn't you
Just
say
wait
that
for it
you
to be
had
done.
like Final Fantasy on too?
Damn it!
What's that?
I thought you said he had Final Fantasy on running too.
Oh no, I logged off that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to try that much. Oh geez, I have this open. That's eating a good bit of RAM.
I won't.
Forgot I had. No, I had one of my art programs open because of the whole D&D stuff I've been trying to work on.
Not helping.
Not helping, yeah.
So
I
my
mean,
mapping
some people
program
do
is
consider it an
pretty
art form,
intensive.
Greg. Jeff knows where I'm going.
I muted myself because I didn't want to say it out loud, but I was like, oh, did I say that? I didn't say that. Okay, cool. We're cool.
Holy bean. Oh, ink. I don't know what to do with a bunch of ink.
What a new mount that I have to farm up now. How do I get
A lot.
Which kind of days work best for you, Mac?
For what?
If you were coming up actually to do the whole Denny's Moonsing thing.
Oh,
that frog is got him.
any days, the best probably for me is gonna be the actually it's really bad, but you know the like 1st to 7th, somewhere in there.
Well, I haven't done my schedule yet for that week, so I mean, I could easily make sure I have the day off, or depending on what your time frame you're looking at, or what.
The night off. Well, it depends.
Whatever.
I figured you
Typically
and
have the
Jeff
night.
and Matt would role play. I would be a dog and just bark. At 2 a.m. we'll go to Denny's and have moons over Miami.
Just
like
like
a-
the next day off I want. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
That's what we did before, remember?
Yeah.
One
I do
time.
remember.
That was a
Woof.
long time ago.
Woof.
Yeah, woof. That's all.
That was a long time ago.
Hey, I would never break character.
Yep. Yeah, the next couple weeks suck, but I have no idea what September's gonna look like. But that's the nice part about it. At least I can kind of make my own schedule. Except I need to hire somebody because I'm. Ugh.
How do I get that bird?
What bird?
The golden one?
Parrot.
You
have
have to earn flying.
freehold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, freehold, that one.
Yeah, shark bait.
Yeah.
How do I need this.
Well, you need to be higher than level 20.
Give me 20 minutes.
25. Level 25 will do.
Carry me, Max. Carry me.
Yeah.
Let me ride shotgun.
I do miss some of the RP stuff. That's for sure. I've done that in years.
Okay, what the fuck is this? Shackled Urzel? Why is this nightmare fuel? Why does it have like 6 faces? Why?
I'm so lost of what you're talking about.
The mount called Shackled Urzel.
The easiest thing is go, yeah, what is up with that? And then just he'll move.
It's got 6 heads. Why does it have 6 heads?
I want that mount. Where's that mount from?
Link that
Argus,
mount.
the Unmaker Mythic.
Link it.
How do I link? Oh, right.
Argus. Oh, it's from Argus? That's back in Legion.
Oh,
Why
is
does it
it?
have 6 heads?
Because it's a demon.
That's messed up.
I'm not high enough for this.
No.
That is a
not.
mess. I've
But if
seen
we get
people
enough
run around
people,
in
we
that.
can do it.
That thing is ugly.
That's Legion?
Yeah.
Drooling. It's like faces, and then it's like 5 faces, and then a jaw.
And each face
Why?
still has
It's
a
got
mouth to it.
gums. It's got really nice teeth, though. Damn.
What, did you go into orthodontics?
For a bit.
For a bit?
I couldn't continue because I failed one. I ended up failing one of the courses because I was late 3 times. Couldn't get the time off work for it.
Oh, that sucks.
So I had to put that on hold. Yeah, it's fine. I was do it another time. Actually, now might be a good time. Since I'm off
Right. Saying you're off until October, was it?
I was supposed to go back September 3rd. That's not happening. So now it's hopefully sometime in October. Yeah, I'm fine with it.
I mean, I'd be fine with it in terms of playtime, but
Right. Could you imagine what all I could get done? I could have more than just 6 characters at max.
I know I would end up getting bored way too quick is the problem. Like, I get 2 days off and I'm starting to go crazy.
The problem is my time goes by so fast because I kind of lost the concept of time. Like I blink and I'm like, where'd the sun go? Well, brandy bits as spaghetti.
Where is Aki? You need to get him in this thing right now.
Is that invite that you would use to get me in here a permanent invite or a temp?
Yeah. It's a 24-hour one, but you don't get kicked out.
No, I know. I was just wondering because I'll try and send one to Bib.
Oh, okay.
He is probably on knowing him.
you should not stand
I
in that.
sent him one. We'll see what he says.
That is a
Why do I keep getting dead?
There's a storm.
She keeps standing in the splatty Shiani.
Oh. I just thought that was the death of the other stuff.
Splashy honey's bad.
Oh. Gotcha. But Ghost could stand in that.
Ghost can do a lot of things. Ghost has the healer with him.
Oh, yeah. Healers are good.
Oh, classic WoW PvP. Gotta get night titles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna live in AV.
Oh, God.
Is it just me that the server's going bad for, or?
No.
I'm getting some voice robotic.
You're roboting now.
We're getting it from you.
And then it's just me downloading too much.
Oh, hey, Brontosaurus. That's neat. 5 million gold. Oh, hey.
Yeah, do you have 5 million gold?
Let me check.
You're like, not yet. Give me 20 minutes.
Check my main. I had a lot of gold when I left.
BRB going to gold share.
Holy crap, I don't know how people get that. Like, I've been literally playing for 15 years. I've only got 1.5.
I sold literally everything I could find. That included, you know, other people's body.
$475.
Is that what that works out to? It's like a $500 amount.
Well, that's when they were. The tokens are $20, right?
Yes.
US.
Right.
$20.
How much
US.
gold is it?
I think it's 116 right now or something. 1,000.
Okay, yeah, there's no way in hell I can afford one of those. Damn. Okay, not buying BFA.
The
wait,
token, I think, is
116.
just a game token, though.
Apparently you can turn it into credit for the store.
Yeah, because of, well, the reason it's
And it
spiked was
counts
because
for-
of what's
For
Oh.
some, I don't know.
I guess I have the highest version of WoW, so I can't upgrade my game. Never mind.
Yeah.
So, if I do. That means
They changed my PvP towns again? Yeah.
Probably.
every dollar buys you 5,800 gold.
This character has like only 17. Where the hell did all my money go?
Yeah, I'll see. I'll see. You never know. Maybe I will be able to get one eventually. If within the 90 days I can afford BFA, maybe I'll look at it.
You know you want it.
Oh, $862.
For
Or
that
depending,
amount?
maybe I'll crack.
American.
Maybe I'll crack and end up buying it anyway. It's not like I'm really that.
I mean, are you gonna get there tomorrow?
Which means for us, it's $1,147.
You
I
had
have
an
to
Canadian
look at-
exchange, didn't you? Just
That's
add
what
it
I-
to the HP. Ah, it burns.
It's
It burns.
still
It's
can't
almost
figure out what
$1,200 for that mount.
That is literally both my loans.
That's
It's ridiculous.
That is more than both
$800
my loans.
I didn't think we were that far off on dollars right now.
1.33.
Oh,
Yeah.
surprising, given that we've. I didn't think we were going up at all.
Oh no, our
I
stock
keep trying to
market.
heal and I can't heal.
Our stock market is crashing too. So
We've had it much worse than that.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's been better too for us. Something depends. It's kind of a double-edged sword though, because when our dollar gets stronger, the Americans stop buying all our stuff, but we can buy stuff really cheap.
Right.
So,
Didn't we get banned from like China?
We got bit. Well, we
you? Yeah, I don't think they'll let you in.
I mean, I know I'm not allowed to China.
Oh, did I mention? Oh yeah, I mentioned it, right, Booster, about my roommate.
You meant what did?
Yeah.
What Trump?
About Torak.
Well,
He's
I'm
going
retarded.
horde.
Yeah, we're gonna gank the crap out of him.
Yeah. I got a roommate who has his group that's on Herod as well, but they're going horde.
Oh, I forgot to get
Are they really?
Yes.
I can regret that decision immensely later.
I don't think he ever played WoW with us, so.
Oh,
No.
here's a. Is it gonna have like the War Master version, or is it gonna be like? Yeah, it's open world PvP. Get wrecked.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be. Well, I
it's
don't know. I
going
would
to be
assume.
open world PvP.
Yeah, I say Herod's gonna be a PvP server. We're not gonna be able to turn it off.
That's
Yeah,
why.
And
Yeah.
Booster needs to go change his boxers.
Be right back, laundry.
So that means that all of you have to keep me alive.
You're just my bait. Just stand there and just shout. Just slash yell. Oh no, so vulnerable. And I'll like, multi-box 3 rogues with cheap shot. That was hilarious. We're in a separate group chat with like the Final Fantasy boys, and we're all discussing like what they're gonna roll. Like, I'm gonna go mage, warlock, and this. I'm gonna go warrior, hunter, and this. And I'm just like rogue.
Stab, stab, stab.
It's a lot easier to keybind stuff within it. It's all the same.
It's all the same.
I just backward everything to one button and I win. How does this work?
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about multi-boxing vanilla.
It's because that's
Like,
what
oh, it could
everyone
work,
did.
so-
You do it with warlock and you're just like, yeah, you're gonna have like 19 rolls of deaths.
Yeah.
Great. Looking forward to that one.
I just like if I'm gonna try and see it as I saw it before, then I have to be a druid. Like,
Yep.
that'd be the only point. I had other ones. I had a holy priest, but all I remember is thinking, why on earth do I need 14 healing spells? I can't even put those on my bar. And that was before I had a mouse with buttons on the side, so I used to do everything like
Well, and that was before you used
shift
Healbot
control
too.
one. F1 target, F2 target. Yeah, there was no heal bot. Oh shit, how am I gonna heal?
Well, they're building.
They have add-ons coming.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I literally don't know how to do that without it.
I'm really hoping my UI is going to be able to transfer over.
Oh yeah. So Caden still plays with the original UI. He doesn't have that many mods.
Poor kid.
Poor
Mine
kid.
too.
I don't have any mods on now because they're all out of date. Got meters though. Yeah, great.
Doing a lot of DPS at level 20 area.
Nice.
200.
How do I mount? Damn it.
You click
I'll
on
go
it.
Why did my game
thanks.
close? I don't get it.
You could always use the old-fashioned hack. I heard that if you go into your computer and delete sys32, you mount at level 10.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've heard that too.
I want to know how many people do that. That.
Probably way less than actually.
Oh, this game really did just crash.
Although plenty of people alt F4 in Final Fantasy.
Trying to tell Zelda to get in here, but he ain't listening.
Why not?
I don't know, maybe it'll make Ark sad or something. I don't know.
Oh, true. He's probably on Arc duty.
You know who plays a lot of, WoW?
Nope.
Pancake.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's a character.
He pays his sub through gold.
Wow. 116 gold a month. That's a lot of playing.
You can do it.
So you need 116,000 gold to buy a take token?
Yes.
Let me double check. I'll see. Current.
So who wants to lend me 450,000 gold?
Okay.
On a US server, 140 right now. Actually, it's up a little bit.
So 140,000 gold gets you a month of game time.
I have like a tenth of that, maybe.
Yep, 140,000 gets you a month.
Okay, maybe a 50th.
Cool.
And so that's.
I forgot I gave all my gold away. Unless you can store it in banks that I'm not aware of.
Do you have?
I
it?
think so.
$20, so that's how they. You can put like a dollar value and stuff.
I think you can store money in banks.
I don't remember.
A guild
Yeah,
bank?
banks are a thing.
You can put them in guild banks,
Forgot about banks.
but you can't put it in your bank. But you can put it in your guild bank.
I'm not gonna
Right.
have retainers to farm all the old mats I'm too lazy to go get.
I have the mount that nearly got me killed IRL.
What?
Yeah, I made an oopsie.
Are you going to tell us the story or
Yeah,
just leave us hanging?
Stop. They're like, what do you want? What more do you want? It's just, it nearly got me killed. Bad memories. No, wife wants Ashes of Alar. Real bad.
You stole it from your wife?
I found it unintentionally. She was at work, and I'm like, I'm gonna farm for a priest helmet. I make my warlock look like a priest so I control NVGs and stuff. So it's weird item drop. I'm like, that's not a quest item. Why can't I right-click this? And then it's like, you have learned this item. Like, oh no. Oh no, what have I done?
Did you get served divorce papers?
I got served some papers upside my head.
Yeah.
Are you sure your injury was work related?
Yeah.
It could have been? But I don't remember.
You don't have your WoW account willed to her in your will, do you?
No. It might be a good thing.
I don't want to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is there somebody who does? I would prefer not to work
I know.
tomorrow.
I don't want to work either.
I'm tired of
I have to
adulting.
come.
I'm okay with
No
working
kidding.
tomorrow.
I would like I could do 4-day work week. That would be okay. That way I could have 3-day weekends. I'd be alright with that.
A lot of people have done that at my place, at my 410s.
Having
But-
multiple days together would be nice.
I don't want to work 410s. I just want to get paid for 40 hours and not work 40 hours. Or maybe I would like a job that paid me more. That would be nice.
I just don't
Yeah.
want to have to drive an hour and 30 minutes every day.
Yeah.
Or take a bus. That just sounds
That
terrible.
would be worse. You wouldn't
Beaming.
you wouldn't be able to get home until like Tuesday.
I think someone is.
Someone beaming in the background. Someone is
Back.
beaming. I knew it.
I'm just here giggling, that's all.
We can hear some music in your. Oh my. Volume Y.
Who, me?
He probably came all the way.
I didn't do anything.
I don't think it's
I
you.
don't do nothing.
Okay. Where?
Oh, wow, they
So
buffed
that
the,
character had like 36,000. How much does Niblet have? Gosh, it's been so long. Oh man, those square loading screens.
They buffed the war mode. Back when I was using it, it was like only 10%, not 25.
That fluctuates. That's based on the number of alliance or horde in war mode.
Right.
The highest I've ever seen is actually 30.
Why is this so high?
That was when 8.2 came out, because
it means
basically
there's more horde in there than there are alliance.
Yeah.
You get more points because the other side.
There's more players on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, I liked it. That just means more competition.
Yeah. It's kind of nice right now because 25% is good, and the alliance is becoming to war mode. So we're actually holding our own in most, when they raid the Mez or we raid New Home or something. It's pretty fun.
I don't mind doing it in a group, but I'm not gonna go around and wait for the horde to kick my ass.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was doing on Warm Rest.
When I made Flonzo the thing, I renamed my hunter and made him into a gnome. I forgot about that. I have no scope.
No scope?
Yes, with the G in front.
Yes.
Nice.
And I have like 10,000. I have like.
Oh, I was wondering who the heck
50,000
no
gil
scope
between my
was.
characters. It looks like so. Or gil. Gold. Oh, so many characters. How is Niblet higher than the old Flonzo?
You played him more?
I have so many friggin' gnomes I forgot about.
If you buy BFA, you will get a free level 110. So.
My level 60 Death Knight, who I never played, so I named him Neglected. I forgot about all of that.
I gotta go to bed.
Where's Chibisu?
Oh, okay.
I predict many of these in the future.
This is fun.
Yeah. Especially once these guys get in the game.
How do you change your server? Oh, change realm. There we go. Been a while. What are you on? Proudmore?
Proudmore.
Yeah.
That guy's dead and he's level 120.
Why are there so many?
Take it easy, Mac.
Yep, you do.
Yeah, have a good one, Mac.
Hi, Mac.
Who's leaving?
Mac.
Mac.
Why'd he go?
He has to work.
Just go to bed.
I don't see Proudmore on the list. Where the hell
It was
is
hard to find. It took me a minute. Just
there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's full.
Just double click it anyway. Who cares?
Yeah.
Side mode stabby. I can't
I
read.
don't care. Oh yeah, the Borgenware thing and pandas.
I have a panda. I have several pandas. I have a panda warrior. She's level 5. In case you want to know how well I do as a warrior.
Oh yeah, they changed how you make your character look thing. Gosh.
If you don't like it, you can go to a barbershop.
Yeah, I know, I'm just like
Ghost reminded me of that when I was making my characters last night. He's like, remember, you can't go to the barbershop. I was like, oh shit. Okay. Guess we'll get this right.
There is no transmog.
Yeah, I can't wait for that actually. I'm looking forward to that, everyone looking like shit for the entire game.
Right. I have purple pants and a green shirt.
I have a thing that looks like a skull cap, but it really looks like a football.
I can see Ghost now running around in cloth because it has high spell power on it.
What spec did I pick? I've made a mistake.
what am I making on Proudmore?
I've been a rogue, because...
I don't know.
Because he's always the rogue.
If he ain't a rogue, he's a mage.
I mean, the thing I'm gonna be doing in Classic is getting one weapon, and that's it.
That name is unavailable. Damn it. Why did it make me a warlock? I didn't want to be a warlock. Oh, jeez. I forget how all of this is done. It's been so long.
You have to choose it at that stage. What do I want to be?
A hero.
Ah, yeah. Maybe I'll be a monk. I know it's not Final Fantasy monk, but
They're essentially the same thing. You punch if you throw beer casks.
Mm-hmm. I have one of those.
The tank version goes to your cast.
You throw fists everywhere. Oh god.
You get flying karate chop.
Windwalker does not.
No, but they have
The
the
flying kick has
things.
screwed me so many times. That's why I stopped playing monk. So I'm like, I'm gonna kick him, and then I just go past him like, I can't, I don't wanna stop. Ow!
You can stop.
And
You
he's
just have to tell them to stop.
Oh,
your computer is out of date. Thanks.
I can shut up my screen all I want. He won't stop.
Well, no, you don't you hit it again and stop.
I made nobody.
Yeah. Nobody.
That's with a G.
Exactly. I'm watching the intro cinematic now.
You didn't. What'd you do? And know what?
Monk.
So weird.
I've seen this cinematic before. Yeah, it's definitely weird. That's why I had to do it. Oh god.
Oh, didn't mean to pull him too.
I forgot the poison though. I'm so good at this.
Oh shit. That's not what I want to do.
I don't remember what I'm doing. Oh gosh. This has been so long.
Actual stealth. It feels great.
I don't believe you.
Did you want an invite?
Sure.
Where are we going? Oh, over here.
I have no idea.
Hopefully this is the right guild.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, I'm on my alt.
Yeah.
Ah.
Why not? She's my mage. Kai's still my warlock. I brought her over from Maelstrom and then Kiara's here, but her name is still different. Because they stole my name.
Why am I not auto looting?
You have to go click that.
Fix it.
Settings.
Where's that dang chest
Hey,
at?
buddies. Oh, is it you still click on it and then it auto loots?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I got spoiled by Final Fantasy just throwing the loot in your inventory.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, my wrist is killing me.
Where's that stupid chest at?
I don't know. Because
How are you level 20 already, Booster?
They start at level 20.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not good. Yeah.
What starts at level 20?
Grand Dwarves.
Oh. I didn't see those as an option.
They're in an alliance race. And
Oh.
You have to unlock them. It's a grind.
Yeah, I haven't done any of that. I'm level 2. Whoa.
Okay. Where do we have Storm's Judgment?
turn on that one.
Where is the skip intro button?
Escape.
Yeah, no, I mean like just skip quest.
Oh.
Oh.
Maybe a higher level already.
Ding.
It'd give you a boost if you could, because I have an extra one. I've never used it.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I use it before.
Oh, before.
Because I heard rumors of Classic, they're going to be giving out 100s, 110s or something like that.
Sweet.
Oh, well then that was.
Why would they?
I don't know. To get the people who aren't playing yet to play again. I don't know.
That's how Niblet got to 100.
Oh, he got boosted.
He must have.
No more freaking quests. Okay.
63 bucks. Ugh. $75 for a boost?
75. It was like 60.
That's what it's telling me here. 75. It's making those Final Fantasy ones look cheap.
Well,
I did, however, log out because I am going to end up having to... Nope. And then I hit log in because I couldn't figure out how to exit. I gotta start getting ready for bed-ish, because I gotta try to force myself to bed here soon.
Dinner, because stuff.
Yeah. I think I'm getting close myself here pretty soon.
You probably may or may not. You might be on tomorrow. Night will be on for sure on Friday.
Yeah, I need to remember doing some of the Final Fantasy stuff still, because... So I'll have to figure out how I'm splitting my time, but I'll bounce around. I don't know, honestly, how much I'm going to play live WoW. I was hoping I'd have enough money for... Like, yeah, but of course not, because... I haven't played in so long, it's no big surprise I don't have enough money to do anything.
Wait, what do you mean?
I was hoping I had enough cash to buy BFA.
Oh.
Without paying money.
Worry about it when you get there. I mean, you're level 1.
Well, I also have a bunch of level 110s. Or a level 110.
You gotta pay for a server transfer, too.
Yeah, I don't know. We're playing Classic here. True enough. Still lots of stuff.
I mean, if I didn't have it, I probably wouldn't have gotten it right away, because I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna wait until I get there, because there's no rush. It's not going anywhere.
That is true.
But yes, I will, I'll keep an eye out and at least poke in the text chat whenever. Yeah. Feel free to send me a message or whatever too as well if I'm not paying attention and you want to say hi. Okay. I'll split my attention a bit because it's nice. I missed you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Say hi to Flu for me. I miss her.
I will next time I see Flu, which is very rare at the moment still.
Is she still on Maelstrom?
I have no idea.
She has not played since.
Yeah, I think she's quit.
No, I was on. I saw her a couple times when I was playing back in March.
Really?
As far as I know, she.
Yeah, I haven't seen her, and she's on my battle tag, so she would show up.
Yeah, she told me she had quit completely.
Yeah.
Just randomly started. Like, I hadn't spoken to her in pretty much the same many years, but I guess Bib still talked to her once in a while. And then they were talking about the whole Dungeons and Dragons, because I had ran a game with Gilfrey and Flu and Bib for a while, and they were reminiscing about the old times, and then Gil managed to twist everybody's arms into, yeah, let's try and do a new one. And of course I still have to make a new one. It's taking a lot longer than anticipated.
Yeah, Kiddo did STEM camp for a week. Well, he did 3 weeks, but one of the weeks was an afternoon D&D learn. It's called game design.
Yeah.
And he stays in touch with the other kids in there, and then their teenage DM, and they've met at least once at our little game cafe.
Cool.
So it's pretty fun for him. I've never played, so it would be fun, I guess, kind of to learn.
It's very easy to learn, thankfully. Especially the newer editions. Like, the new edition is very new player friendly. So it's a very just if you like the role playing stuff, it's a good way to get some of that in. But it also depends too on there's multiple ways. It can be whatever the heck you want.
Right.
And whatever the heck your DM thinks up. Like, the reason I haven't started this game already yet is because I wanted to do my own thing and work on my world, so I'm literally designing everything from scratch and trying to figure out all of how the world works, the lore, the history, the gods, the everything.
Oh wow.
I'm going a little crazy with this, but it's been in my head for probably like 10 years that I've had this idea.
good to write stuff down.
Yeah, I've just finished setting up all of my organization that I plan to use, so now I just have to start working on it a little more. But time and work tends to kill me.
Yeah.
Drains any energy I have for trying to do anything fun.
I think Kay is, what, 600 pages into her storybook?
Oh yeah, I still write.
Nice.
Generally when I'm about to get really super stressed, I'm like, oh, I need to write too.
Huh? Hey, if whatever works.
It's a good escape. I've gotten a lot of characters in there from years past and stuff.
Alright, I should get my ass to bed because I do have to wake up in about 5 hours now.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
So,
Oh, I'll be fine. This is pretty much normal.
see you later.
Have a good one. It was good again to say hi.
Yeah, it was good talking.
Yeah. If you're cool with it, as I said, I'll probably bring some people in.
That's fine.
Give some invites when we get kind of close to the time.
Yep.
Yeah. Thankfully, the ones who are going to do the classic thing are the good ones.
Okay.
You're the ones that kind of started up, and everyone was like kind of snowballed into it. Like, what was it, 7 people?
Yeah.
Wow.
Brad, me, Zell, Mary.
And then Mary just started giving out game subscriptions, so.
Yeah, that's why I'm playing again.
We might actually have a big guild, huh?
Have a few people for sure.
That's good.
It won't be big, but it'll be.
Well, it's better than the 5 that we were at,
something.
right?
Yeah. Let's go.
40 minutes, let's go.
Alright, you got it. Anyway, I gotta get out of here, or I will literally sit here and talk all night.
Okay.
Night.
I'll catch you guys later.
Go to bed.
Good night.
Night.
What time is it?
It's 8:49 our time.
Mountain. Yeah.
Mountain's a time zone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh. I have learned things today.
Where are you?
I'm Canada.
Well,
Canada has a time zone?
We have some.
Four.
We have 4.
Same as we do. Are you in Ottawa too then?
Well, Greg is literally down the street from me.
Okay.
I have broken into his house multiple times.
It's 10:50.
Oh shit. I gotta cook dinner.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to cook dinner. I want to play WoW.
That's not addictive, is it?
Oh, no. It's fine.
I can quit
Stop
anytime I want.
15 years later, I still have chosen not to.
Right.
That's a purple bird. How do I get purple bird? Oh, it's purple person. Never mind.
How you get a purple person?
Yeah, Void Elf.
Oh.
I think I missed the boat on that one.
Yeah. No, you can...
Those are fun. I have a Void Elf one.
Yeah, we have a Void Elf. I have Void Elf Rogue.
Argus rep or something?
The quest change.
Do not remember.
Yeah, I think I was doing it, and then I was just like, oh.
Quest chain with Illyria Windrunner. And it is an Argus.
I'm going to assume that's somebody that you guys know.
That's Zammer.
Okay.
Wait, have you not? You guys have never met Zammer before.
Nope.
He's the village crafter.
Okay. What's
Like,
that?
that's all he does is craft.
Oh.
Like, I'm pretty sure that's the only reason he played Final Fantasy for the longest time. It's just, I'm gonna log in, I'm mixed. Okay. Are you actually gonna... content? No, crap. Okay.
Interesting.
Whatever makes you happy, right?
Yeah, I make fun of him a lot.
That's why he won't talk to you.
Yo, right? Hey, that's what he's doing.
Begone, wretched darkness.
I guess I should say hi. It would be the nice thing to do.
river bud over here.
Where is over here?
Where my dot is at.
I don't see your dot. Oh. Turn again?
Yeah.
I've always dreamed of
Sorry, I was trying to see what was going on in chat.
Causing trouble.
Uh,
I don't know.
Hey Munchkin, have you taken a shower yet? You should probably do that. How much longer are we going?
I don't know. There's quite a bit left on this chain.
I feel like
because after this, then we have to go free somebody. Go up to here, run across, go up around.
Turn it back there.
Yeah, and then that gives you a quest too. Because that's when the town starts to catch fire.
Oh, it might be a good spot to stop. It's almost 9.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Okay, let's run back that way. Oh, there's a world quest right here. Oh, never mind. Not the world quest I wanted to. You okay? Okay. I guess there's not a whole lot of river bud in this area.
There'd be more. We're at a river.
Right. But there's a whole lot in Terragraph Sound.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could play at work.
Yeah.
I could do all sorts of herbs.
Right.
How come you went the other direction?
I had to go get that one.
Oh. So how do you eat dinner at 10 o'clock at night? 9,
My wife gets
11.
off at 11.
Oh, okay.
It's usually a late night for her. So I'm like, yeah, I'll make something.
That makes sense. I was like, that's a really late dinner.
Yes, it is.
It's not that bad. It's like a snack.
Alright, I picked up all of those. I'm surprised I haven't like maxed out my quest log.
Greetings. Have a stupendous day.
I must protect the citizens of Stormsong. Stay safe out there.
Okay.
Car?
Yeah.
Clean out the bags. Only have 41 slots.
Oh well. I got 38. I'll do my Mr. Robot. Get that taken care of.
See if I got any new here.
Ring and staff.
Delete headset.
It did.
Yeah, I plug it in. Ooh, that'll up me to 325.
Nice. 320.
Nice.
Let's see. That's not going to tell me. 10% maximum health gain over 30. Go with that one.
Go. Scrap. Almost 2,000 gold points.
Nice.
Not very much in the binds on equip stuff tonight.
It's okay.
So did you play on Maelstrom then when you played in March?
I left Maelstrom for Wormrest. Wormrest was good.
Shall we talk business? Fair winds and full sails.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
I really think they're upgrades, but the Mr. Robot's not liking them.
If you find anything exotic, bring it.
With that new wand I got, 345, it doesn't like either.
This probably just says it doesn't like because it doesn't have an offhand to put with it.
That's probably true.
So if you don't have an offhand, it's not going to go with you.
I don't think I have any offhand. I don't keep them really. This holds up this crap thing. Actually, mail some stuff off.
That one can put in there.
There's like just enough people who have the Brontosaurus anyway. They can just use their Brontosaurus if they have it up.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Oh, I could use that contract now.
Oh, that's good.
It's in front of me. I'll have to remember to put that on next time.
Yeah. Tempest Hides. That. go do his boat.
Let us fire.
Alrighty, have a good night, Booster.
Take it easy.
You too.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
Proud Moors will protect us, as they always have. Shall we talk business?
It's Shaw. Matthias Shaw.
And remind at least 4 or 5 people today that they have travel and need to get that to me before it becomes a text liability. They're like, oh, thank you for the reminder. What's going on, babe?
Right.
Everything's in order.
You would think so.
It's like, strange concept, but.
The Horde army is pushing hard into Kiragar's south. Make them regret every foot they set upon our soil.
Oh, haven't done any of these. Man. Finishing up the night, putting stuff back up on auction house. Not bad. I've got 170 course leather tonight, though. That works out pretty good. doesn't sell for nothing. Okay, guys. I'm off for the night. I might be back tomorrow. I shall see you all later. Ghost out.